afternoon and welcome. You're watching Beer Productions and we're live from the Savannah in Whitefield, and we're at the STRN Open. I'm joined by Ben Davis, who's up next in the quarterfinal match against Gareth Hibbert. Ben, we watched you in the stream yesterday. You were playing young Ryan Davis, and it seemed to be a bit of a struggle, maybe just fresh into the tournament. And then we've seen you again this morning playing Lee Washbrook, and you seem to have hit your stride.
Yeah.
How's it been panning out?
Well, like I say, Friday I think was the first game against Ryan on Friday. Obviously I've never seen him play before. He's a really good player, like, you know, and obviously a bit more pressure playing a youngster as well. So I was happy to get over the line there, to be honest. And then I started off, played okay yesterday, and then last night I just didn't play too great, which obviously I lost and went into the loser's side. And this morning I feel good, come back, feel fresh again, and they're going in.
Yeah, so you seem to have hit your flow. I mean, you brushed aside Lee Washbrook 7 frames to 2.
I played well again.
And then a real challenge against Matt Brierley.
Yeah,
and you beat him 10-4.
I probably played better than I did there against Matt, to be honest. Yeah, I played really well.
So you're feeling good going into the quarter-final.
Yeah,
opponent's Gareth Hibbert.
Yeah.
How do you feel about that?
Yeah, we've had a few battles over the years. Like, it's gone both ways. Gareth's a great player. I know what to expect, and yeah, looking forward to it.
So you've had obviously a couple of years away from the game, and this is your second season back.
Yeah.
You seem to be making much more of an impression now. Was it a bit of a struggle to start with?
Yeah, because obviously 2 years I'd often, within the 2 years, I literally didn't pick my cue up at all.
Yeah.
So it's taken me like 14 months, say, to get back to a standard where I can win tournaments, and just seem to be getting better, stronger and stronger. So keep playing, and I've had a good year this year, and hoping for more next year.
It's great to see you back in the game, and we wish you luck in your quarter-final match and for the rest of the tournament.
Thank you very
Thanks
much.
very much for the time, Ben.
Cheers, thanks.
We now welcome Gareth Hibbert. Afternoon, Gareth.
Hi, Nick. You okay?
How you doing, all right?
Yeah, good.
Nice to see you. Again, similarly with Ben, you started off last night. You played Craig Marsh. I mean, obviously a formidable opponent, but you didn't seem to be hitting your stride straight away. It wasn't the Gareth that we quite often see.
Yeah, I was pretty well. We both were, to be fair. Craig wasn't on his game, and neither was I. I was just sitting there in the chair. Just wasn't really into the match at all. Felt a bit tired. I'd worked during the day, and I got here a bit late, and I just never got into the match. Never got queuing, and luckily it was double eliminator, so you get another go at it. So.
Yeah, you've come through the hard way.
Yeah.
But I mean, this morning, what a performance! I mean, just like Clint Hansen, 10 frames to 2. What a win that is!
Yeah. The match went my way. Clint had a few frames where he's just not quite got on his last ball and missed the odd ball. I've just had 5 or 6 easy pulls to knock in. So obviously I had a few dishes of my own as well. But yeah, it was just one of those games where everything went.
Yeah.
So.
Just a quick glimpse. I mean, last year world champion, this year senior world champion. It's just been a whirlwind, hasn't it?
Yeah. It's been a good couple of years, Nick. Yeah. I would have liked to retain the main one, but it was a nice consolation prize to seniors.
Absolutely.
And not had the best of years on tours, but these sort of events I've been doing quite well in. So
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
And what do you think about this event?
It's been a great setup. Yeah, it's been run superbly, and there's class field. There's probably 10 or 12 of the best players in the world here, so you can't argue with the standard.
Yeah, credit to the organisers.
Yeah, definitely.
Thanks very much for your time, Gareth.
No
we
problem,
wish you the best of luck in this match and
you.
also in the rest of the tournament.
Cheers.
Good luck, sir. We'll be right back with the quarter-final on Beer Productions. Gareth Hibbert playing against Ben Davis. We'll see you shortly. So again, good afternoon to you all. Hope you enjoyed the interviews with the two guys, and we're back with the action. And this is a fantastic lineup. Ben Davis against Gareth Hibbert. A couple of IPA stalwarts playing against each other. Ben, very exciting, flowing player against the determined and very talented Gareth Hibbert. So, who do you fancy for this one? I know that Gareth's odds have been slashed. He's now 9-2, but probably still presents value in this tournament. Such a tough opponent. Gareth wins the lag and gets us underway. In all honesty, this game could very much be about the break. Both these players have an absolute monster break. Ben's been breaking so big throughout this tournament. Gareth also got a huge break, so can't imagine there's going to be too many mistakes made. Looking at the last 16, Mick Hill, who was 8 frames to 4 up against Michael Rhodes, is now 8 frames to 7 up against Michael Rhodes. So big comeback from him. Adam Griffiths we saw beat Matt Lawrenson earlier. Craig Marsh confirmed will be playing Craig Day in the quarter-final match. Ben, well, wonderful player to watch when he's in his rhythm. And again, if you would be so kind, I would ask you to share this video. Give other people the opportunity to watch this fantastic match between these two players. The Lee Killen against Lee Clough match seems to have just ground to a bit of a halt. That one's been going for a couple hours now. And when you think that Craig Marsh versus Sanjay Patel was over in just around about 40 minutes, they played 12 frames. Well, that Lee Clough, Lee Killen game, they've played 11 frames and it's been going a little over 2 hours. Also Liam Dunster against Steve Waugh, that's another gritty affair. 6 frames to 5 in favour of Liam Dunster. So there's still a couple of last 16 matches to finish up. Craig Marsh against Craig Day literally started about 10 minutes ago, and it's currently 3 frames to 2 to Craig Marsh. Literally 10 minutes ago, and they played 5 frames. Neither of those two players will hang about, and that could be a really interesting game because Craig Marsh is in fine form, and I just heard him say when he played against Matt Brearley, probably the best he's played. And Craig Day on a fine run of form this weekend, unbeaten through the winner's side. So our focus turns to this match. Ben Davis versus Gareth Hibbert. Ben took early honours. It's a race to 10, playing black ball rules. Just got away from Gareth. He was trying to hold for the yellow at the rail. He's going to have to change his plan. Bit of a wry look at the table from Gareth after that shot. And it brings Ben in. There you go. And that's why. There's a little frog in that pocket. Pops straight out. Even if he potted it, he didn't leave himself too much, did he? But, there's a couple of times we've seen that now. We saw one yesterday when Mick Hill was playing. It seems to be when you play those balls with stun at pace. It's happened occasionally on these winner tables, but quite unusual. Doesn't seem to have cost Gareth too much. He's back to the table with a very good opportunity. We hope you're enjoying the coverage this weekend. Some great string games so far. We've already seen Ben Davis against Lee Washbrook. We followed that up with Adam Griffiths against Matt Lawrenson. Adam's striding through the field. He's going to play the winner of Mick Hill and Michael Rhodes. And I did have a chat to him outside and asked him how he felt about the prospects of playing Mick Hill. And he said, fine by me. He said, I play better. The better the player I'm playing, the more I up my game. Absolutely no fear in the young man, which is great to see. Those sort of shots. Yeah, Gareth normally excels in them. He just needed a bit more pace to run across the face of the black. And now this, a tough prospect. Always a tough ask because the knuckle was in the way of the natural angle, so he had to play it with side. So Gareth will be disappointed about that. It was a good opportunity. Ben here with a good chance now to just move the ball off the rail, but Gareth in trouble. Don't think that's quite a total. He's certainly not asking for it. Won't make a lot of difference anyway because he's not going to be looking to roll up against his ball. He's He's looking at attacking options. All the score updates are on Q-Score. I have them in front of me, so yeah, Q-Score is working perfectly well. Let's follow the live link to the STRN Open if you wish to keep up with the updates. And I can tell you that after 22 minutes of play, Craig Marsh is leading Craig Day 5 frames to 2. 7 frames, 22 minutes. So good afternoon to everyone joining the stream. Hope you're having a good Sunday. And this is what Ben's been doing all day today. Both these players very easy on the eye. And a lovely cue action. And Ben Davis is leading Gareth Hibbert 2 frames to 0. I can tell you that across on table number 2, Mick Hill, who was 8-4 up against Michael Rhodes, is now 8 frames apiece. And I gotta say, Michael Rhodes has got the momentum. Mick's just broken off in the 17th frame and made a ball. I can't see the table layout. There's a lot of people watching that game. A lot of interest, so we'll keep you updated with the score on that one. But what a comeback from Michael Rhodes, just showing what a great talent he is. I did say earlier that he is a potential banana skin. Lee Killen, Lee Clough. Now 6 frames apiece. Craig Marsh against Craig Day, 5-3. 25 minutes now. Gareth looking a bit miffed there. I think everything's covering everything else. You'd dearly love to, well, either set. Yellows look great, reds look great. Has he got an opener? I'm not sure he can get past the potting angle to cut the red at the top of that little triangle of 3 into the right hand pocket. No, I don't know where his opener is. Incredibly, with this open table, he may have to play a safety shot. Can he just sneak past his yellow to drop this one in?
One free shot, one visit.
As I mentioned yesterday, Gareth's very liable to do that. He plays he sees inventive shots. I couldn't have called that one for the life of me. But, he's prepared to risk all early in the frame to give himself the best chance of winning it, knowing that I mean, it's a high-risk strategy, but quite often pays off for him. He's one of the players who's brilliant at it. But it's Ben back at the table. Yeah, anyone who writes off Gareth Hibbett at 2 or 3-0 down does so at their peril. He's last year's world champion, this year's senior world champion. What a great talent. Ben goes out to a 3-0 lead. I can now tell you that pretty sure Mick Hill broken dish the next frame. He now leads 9 frames to 8 in that tight game against Michael Rhodes. Lee Kinnan and Lee Clough tied up at 6 apiece, and Liam Dunster 6 frames to 5 against Steve Wall.
Leading 3 frames to 0.
Let's take a look at this break again. It's just a monster break. Yellow's going to be the ball of choice here. Pretty sure you could make a case for both, but I mean, both sets have one ball tied up. Yellow's probably slightly easier because they're a little bit better spread. You've got that cluster of reds in the middle. Yeah, that one just didn't quite catch it right, did he? Just pressed the rail on the way up. As a result, he's missed a shot. Brings Gareth back to the table. He'll want to get himself on the board fairly soon. The alarm bells won't be going off yet for him, but this is no easy opener. Very, very thin cut into the middle bag. This is about the only option I can see. Looks like he can just get through to this red. He's going to play it to the bottom right. That's a good shot. So now everything. Gareth Mercy. People joining us as the afternoon goes on. Welcome to the stream. tell you that Mick Hill versus Michael Rhodes has gone to Hill. It's 9 frames apiece. Mick Hill will break the deciding frame. He's down on the break. You'll hear the smash. There it was. That was Mick Hill breaking on table 2. Far too many people for me to see what's going on over there. But as we hear anything, we'll let you know. This is the second time in this tournament so far that Mick Hill has been in a 9-all decider. Needs that to roll a bit more. Yeah, that's no good. Just needed that to be straight so he could just run through. Now he's going to be faced with a much tougher prospect. Yeah. Just ran out of position and that's the result. And again, left with a really tough double. That's in, you know. Oh my goodness, I thought it was there. Wow. So of course we are in the last this is a final 8 match, but Mick playing his last 16 games still, and it's a straight knockout. It's no longer a double elimination. So if Michael Rhodes can get a chance at the table, win that frame. I've just been told that when Mick broke earlier, he actually went in off. And Michael is currently at the table. What an incredible comeback from Michael Rhodes. One of the tournament outsiders. Hails from the Tyne and Wear area, I believe. As previously mentioned, a 2-time amateur IPA event winner, back-to-back last year. So Gareth in a bit of trouble again. It's always going to be tough.
No, 1 free shot, 1 visit.
Playing that hard into the side rail with side, trying to straighten the ball up, was a very tough ask. As you notice, it's straightened up off the second rail more than it does off the first. Ben Davis with these two simple balls to go 4-0 up against Gareth Hibbett.
Frame.
I can tell you that Craig Marsh is now 5-4 against Craig Day. He was 5-2 up, so Craig making a comeback. I see as I look across, Michael Rhodes still at the table, making his way through this clearance, a crowd of people between me and him. Gareth comes to the table 4-0 down, breaking 5th frame, knowing that he has to get himself on the board. And that round of applause you hear in the background was the sound of Mick Hill exiting the tournament. Michael Rhodes has just beaten him 10 frames to 9. And the odds-on favourite pre-tournament, 4-5. Pre this game, 8-11. He bows out. And there will be a lot of players' prices currently getting slashed. So we say goodbye to Mick Hill, and huge congratulations to Michael Rhodes. Just not working for Gareth at the moment, is it? Nothing seems to be quite going right. Instead of moving out the yellow that he wanted to move out, sorry, the red ball he wanted to move out, he's just pushed another one safe next to the black. So we mentioned earlier the fans' kind of dream game today, the layman's dream game today of the two world champions clashing in the final of Craig Marsh and Mick Hill. Sadly, no longer possible. We'll have to wait until next year for that to happen. That's Gareth's third attempt to try and move that red. It just doesn't seem to want to budge for him. I wonder now if he can play this into the middle. Maybe find some kind of line where he can leave a double on that red. I think he needs to, if he does play that shot, I think he needs to play it at pace. He can't just drop it in, because he's not going to have a sighter of the next shot, which makes this shot much harder. So he's looking to screw back off the bottom rail, just somewhere around about where he is now. Not sure. Not sure that's the best angle. Yeah, that was also a problem. The yellow. He did have a look at which way the yellow would be going, but there's always a danger that that yellow could get in the way. Craig Marsh against Craig Day. Craig Marsh now 6-4 ahead. Back in the last 16, Liam Dunster 7-5 against Steve Wall. And Lee Clough, who is just having a remarkable weekend after a long, long layoff from the game. Lee Clough, of course, if you go back 10 or 15 years ago, was one of the premier players in the country. He was top 3 on the tours, and those are the days, the tours, as you heard Rob Chilton say last night, when Darren Appleton, Mick Hill, Gareth Potts, Chris Melling were all involved. And Lee Clough was regularly in the top 5. The Tower, he's made a comeback into pool, and he's currently leading Lee Killen 8 frames to 6. Really great effort from Lee Clough over the weekend. But in this game, Ben Davis takes advantage of another mistake and he's currently 5 frames to 0 ahead.
Going to break, leading 5 frames to 0. As the time approaches 2:30, we're watching the STRN Open in Savannah.
Thank you to our sponsors, Talent Tips, qscore.com, Unilad Sport, Kamui, and theraka.co.uk. Thanks to the organisers, STRN, Will and Zach. Incidentally, if you're not aware, the final this evening will be streamed through Unilad Sport. Lee Clough now 9 frames to 6 against Lee Killen. Craig Marsh 7 frames to 5 against Craig Day. Another huge break from Gareth. Even that shot, Gareth would have been looking to come another 3 or 4 inches down the table. He's still absolutely fine, but cue's just not flowing through as it normally would for him. And again, as a result, he's just got the wrong angle now. Just needed to be a few inches higher up the table. So all he can do here is drop this in and leave the cut. As said, you still expect him to get it. Needs a good kiss. He got one, but it's just getting harder and harder, isn't it? He's now going to be canting into the black. Where does the black go? He's just looking now at maybe cutting the red into the centre rather than into the corner. See which way the white path the white would travel. That's what he's going to play. That's a good shot. Very, very nice. Not only a great pot, but the white off the bottom cushion to hold on the yellow. Fantastic stuff there from Gareth, and it was a frame he really needed to win. He still trails 6 frames to 1.
Then to break, leaving 6 frames to 1. Well, 1 free shot, 1 visit.
So the Tower Lee Clough, he comes through his game against Lee Killen. I think at one point he was something like, I think it was 3 or 4-0 down. But he wins 10 frames to 6. So Gaz with another great chance here. He's the kind of player that can reel off 4 or 5 frames in a row. Again, doesn't seem to be getting through the ball like he usually would. He was playing to get that another couple of feet up the table. But he's okay, as you can see from that camera angle. This yellow certainly passes up in the top corner. Back in good position now. I'll take the one to the top left, and then to right middle, and then to left middle, to leave himself on the black. And just to prove me wrong, takes one to left middle, and then the one to right middle. Does it in totally the opposite order that I called. but he had options. This shot just needs good cueing. Again, should be a formality. Just stun down through the gap of the two reds to leave the black in the middle. Just like so. Guy's a great cueist. Easy to get into those shots too much, especially on these grippy cloths and overhit. But no such mistakes, and Gareth Hibbert wins 2 on the bounce, and he now trails 6 frames to 2. Liam Dunster and Steve Wall in this grindathon. Liam now 8 frames to 6 ahead.
Gareth to break, trailing 2 frames to 6.
What an absolute monster break. It was huge. It couldn't have gone much better. Look at this. It couldn't have gone much better. I mean, he's got whichever colour he went for. He had about 5 tap-ins. Sadly for him, the black found the pocket, and the rest busy re-racking. Both these guys, I mean, 2 of the biggest and best breaks in the game. There's some great breakers on show this last couple of days. I mean, what a hugely important shot this is. These guys just get right through it. It's fantastic. Of course, the top players practice this. Wry smile on Gareth's face. Let's see him do it again. Using his break cue. Oh my goodness. Isn't that just typical? The white gets kicked in, having just played an absolute monster of a break, and finding a pocket with the black. Comes back to the table, breaks dry, the only ball that goes in is the white. That's pretty standard. If you haven't done so previously, please do head across to Beard Productions page and click the like button for notifications. You should get notifications through Facebook and also via email every time we go live. You got a feel for Gareth there, haven't you? I mean, he was just finding some momentum. 1-2 frames on the bounce. If that black doesn't find a pocket in the last frame, then wow, what's Ben done here? I'm not sure he's got a shot, you know. He can't get through to any of these balls. Or can he just squeeze through to this one? Oh, beg your pardon. I'm talking absolute nonsense there as an open table. Forgive me. commentating too long this weekend. Yeah, I was just saying that Gareth was just finding some momentum, and he had 4 or 5 tap-ins if Black didn't find his way to the pocket for 6-3 and right back in the game. And as it happens, he's got to break him again. Gets a very unlucky kick-in off. And as it stands, probably going to go 7-2. What a massive difference that is. I mean, it's 6-3. You almost fancy him. Momentum on his side. Yeah, the only other thing we ask you to do is if you could share this stream. Someone asking about the rules. It's black ball rules. It's not actually 2 shots. When somebody fouls, it's a free visit. We basically get a free shot and then a visit. So the free shot just means that it doesn't carry. It means that they can use that to develop any difficult balls on the table. I mean, it can be quite a killer at this level. So if you go in off on the break, almost certainly you're going to lose the frame at this level. Doesn't always happen, obviously, but you know, if you've got a couple of balls tied up, it just gives you the opportunity to push them out into the open. Sometimes, even if there's 2 clusters, you can just open up the whole table and turn the game to your advantage. The best players know how to use that free shot, and they're really good at doing it. Very unusual dry break from Ben Davis. Gareth Hibbett chooses yellows. And there you go. I mean, how big was that in off in the last frame? Gareth would have had this clearance for 6 frames to 4. So just a reminder for those joining us, you're watching the STRN Open. It's a double elimination tournament, £100 entry, 69 players started. There are currently 9 players left in of the last 8. And Steve Wall, Liam Dunster are still locked in a battle in the last 16 game. So there's 9 players still active in the tournament. £7,000 in the prize pool. 2,500 to the winner. 1,100 to second place. Nice payday for someone. The final is scheduled to start at 6:30 tonight. Whether that actually happens or not, I don't know. Bearing in mind we're already near 3 o'clock. We're just a couple of the last 16 games are still going, so catch up some time. But regardless, we'll be crowning the champion this evening. Unilad Sport will be the platform we're streaming to tonight on their Facebook page. Another quarterfinal just started. Michael Rhodes versus Adam Griffiths. Adam we saw on the stream earlier. And they're currently 1 apiece. Gareth's just popped away for a bathroom break. We'll be back in just a couple minutes.
Gareth to break, trailing 3 frames to 7.
So yeah, I keep harping back to it, but that in off a couple of frames ago. I mean, it would be 6-4 now, and Gareth breaking. But we are where we are. It's 7-3. Didn't quite time that one. You could hear the difference between when he broke a couple of frames ago and that one. It's, just didn't have quite the same timing on the front ball. Still loads of power. Everything's spread wide. He's found a pocket, and he's absolutely fine. Yellows are going to be his choice here, given the proximity of that red on the left-hand side rail. I was going to say, I don't think he even needs to move the one that's next to the black. I'm pretty sure it goes. But if he needs to, he's got loads of balls that he can just give it a little nudge out. But I think he could even do it now if he wished to. So, Liam Dunster against Steve Wall. Liam Dunster's currently 9-6 ahead. Michael Rhodes, Adam Griffiths still locked at 1 apiece. Craig Marsh, 8 frames to 6 versus Craig Day. Those are, with the match you have in front of you, the games that are currently being played. Gareth, a different player from the one we saw at the start of the match. The player that was 6-0 behind. This is the real Gareth Hibbert that we know. To be fair, he didn't even play that badly in the first 6 frames. I mean, Ben Davis was very, very good. And Gareth tried a few ambitious, adventurous shots and nothing really came off for him. But he wins that frame, and now he trails just 7 frames to 4. I can tell you that the winner of the Liam Dunster-Steve Wall match will be playing Lee Clough. That could be an epic game. All 3 of those players are methodical, let's say. So there could be quite some break on the conclusion of this game before we get to a semi-final. Eagle-eyed Ben just spotting a little gap. And Liam Dunster shakes hands with Steve Wall, and he wins 10 frames to 6. So confirmed it will be Liam Dunster against Lee Clough. And as I mentioned, that game could go on a while. So yeah, prepare for a long break after this one. Craig Day. Craig Day is really fighting in that game. He was quite some way behind earlier. Now he just trails by 1 frame at 8-7. Adam Griffiths has taken the next frame against Michael Rhodes. You do wonder after that epic tussle between Michael Rhodes and Mick Hill, whether Michael Rhodes kind of relaxed a bit and took a deep breath and, you know, one of those kind of, oh, I got past Mick Hill. And now he's got another really tough opponent in Adam Griffiths, who's been fantastic this weekend. In fact, Adam has come all the way through the winner's side, not lost a game, and taken out some formidable opponents on the way, none less than Jack Whelan. There's a little bit of a miscue there. Some Ben sat in the corner, you can see, inspecting his Q-tip. A wry, annoyed shake of the head. But it's Gareth. No easy opportunity here. He's got his work cut out. So look at there where he needs to be. He needs to attack this yellow and red on the side well. Craig Marsh now 9 frames to 7 up against Craig Day. Adam Griffiths wins another one and he's 3-1 up against Michael Rhodes. Would have been really interesting to see if Mick Hill had gone through against Adam Griffiths. I mean, that boy is just fearless. Absolutely fearless. Ted Harrison asking if you have to hit a cushion after the object ball. Yes, you do, unless of course you pot one. Yeah, that's the same in both rule sets, World Rules and Black Ball. You always have to hit a cushion. Welcome to the stream, Ted. Hope you're enjoying the game. Nice angle now for Gareth. That's a lovely shot. Played that really well. Played it at a great pace too. And there's another massive frame in the context of the match. Pulling this gap back to 2 frames. So Gareth decided to go up table. He didn't feel he had the angle to get into open play. A lot of traffic to get around with the yellows there and the black in the middle of the table. And those reds were covering each other, so needs to be careful here. Has he found a gap? He has. That's a super shot. I mean, Gareth excels at those shots. This is really super stuff from Gareth Hibbert. A joy to watch when he's in full flow. And he's putting himself right back into the match, and it's 7 frames to 5. Ben's going to be feeling the pressure. Gareth's got the break in the next frame. So we are Beer Productions. My name is Nick Finn. We are at the STRN Open. This is the inaugural event. The first time these guys have put together this tournament. And what an absolute cracker it's been. As I mentioned earlier, these 2 young men, Will and Zach, got a real hunger and passion for the game. And they've got big plans for the STRN brand. It's exciting times for pool. So we thank them for hosting this event. Again, if you wish to keep up to date with all the scores, you need to go to qscore.com. There's a banner at the top, and on the far left-hand side you see the word live. If you click on that, it'll take you to a list of current live tournaments, and you will see the STRN Open, and you can look at the full 69 entrants and all the historic scores, as well as all the up-to-date scores from today. Craig Marsh has won against Craig Day. He wins 10 frames to 7. He goes through to the semi-final, and he will play the winner of this match. Gaz just lost that one. Didn't want to come back and cannon that red. And he's finished a bit in no man's land here. Can't see that he's got a shot. Adam Griffiths and Michael Rose now 3 frames to 2. Lee Clough and Liam Dunster are straight back in action against each other across on table 2. We'll keep you up to date with that game. So Ben comes back to the table to stop the rot. The biggest challenge for Ben in this frame is this ball down the rail, and it's pretty ABC for a player of his standard. Yeah, I was going to say that's an unusual miss. That's I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a tough shot, but players at this level, they just expect to get those. He just didn't cue that nicely at all. So Gareth back at the table to get within 1 frame. And you have to say that he's in perfect position. If he wins this frame, you'd have to edge him as favourite, wouldn't you? Before this match, you could get 9 to 2 on Gareth. I don't know what the bookie's currently pricing him at. But that was before Mick Hill exited the tournament. I would say that when Mick went out, Gareth probably came into about 2s. And the chances are, well, if Gareth wins this game, then he will face Craig Marsh in the semi-final, and that's a rerun of yesterday's first round game. Of course, Craig's come through on the winner's side. Gareth's come through the loser's side. But that, again, could be an epic clash. I mean, Gareth has been gathering momentum over the last couple of days. To be honest, even if it's Ben, then and it's an all-Welsh semi-final for that side of the draw, and a guaranteed Welshman in the final. The bookie was offering odds of 5-4 first thing this morning for a non-Englishman to win the tournament. You've got to say there was some value in that now. You've got Craig Marsh, Ben Davis, Liam Dunster and Lee Clough. All capable. Craig's been on top form throughout the tournament. So, whether it be Ben or Gareth, that's a mouth-watering prospect. Even though Ben's 7-6 ahead, you feel this is a must-win frame for him. He needs to stop the rock. His biggest challenge in this game is going to be the red in the centre of the table. He should be fine. I mean, he's got an absolutely perfect angle now just to drop down the right-hand side of the table, play that into the left centre. He needs to be careful. Rather underhit it than overhit it, obviously. If you overhit it, you have no shot. It needs to slow down, and it's perfect. That was a really lovely, lovely judge shot, wasn't it? It's, he's got to play that with side. Coming off of the top cushion, and they do ping sometimes. So he judged that to perfection. This is a nice clearance from Ben. And this little run that Gareth's put together has not fazed Ben at all, has it? He's shown his quality here. This is a super, super clearance. Little tap on the side of the table. Brilliant stuff. He steps away for a bathroom break. We're going to do the same. We'll be back in just a moment.
They all think pool's an easy game. It's far from easy.
It's a bit like playing chess but with balls.
No one remembers second place today.
The atmosphere is amazing.
Everybody gets on, everybody's friendly.
Everyone's sort of in it for each other.
It's all based around a pub game.
Get to meet people from all over the country.
It's a great venue.
The table layout as well was just amazing.
First night they had like a disco, I've never seen that.
Everyone's got a chance to win something.
The format is brilliant with the gold, silver and bronze.
Getting more forward is growing, eh?
The standard of women's pool is just getting better and better.
It doesn't matter whether you play badly or play well, you just want to keep playing.
I love it.
Really good fun.
Really good weekend away.
Go out and blackball afterwards.
Everybody wants a piece of the golden 8 ball.
It's definitely the best one that we've ever been to. Certainly the best one I've ever been to.
We'll be back next year.
Gareth to break, trailing 6 frames to 8.
So Adam Griffiths and Michael Rhodes. Adam now 4-3 up. Yeah, Gareth just playing that with a touch of right hand side, trying to knock the red into open play. And the white ball's just thrown across. He's missed the pot. This pretty open table now for bed. Just this one obvious ball closest to the left-hand rail that won't pass into bottom right. But he's got a couple of balls. Yeah, he was trying to flick it out there. I was going to say he had 2 balls with which to try and move it. He decided to do it on that frame. Put a bit too much side on it. He caught the yellow on the way past, and now he's in a bit of trouble. He can get through to the one over the middle bag, but what next? Now he's got 2 balls he needs to move out. took that on as a double, but got it wrong. Turned it into a cocked hat. Put his hand up in apology to Gareth. Acknowledges he got lucky. He's still got this issue of this ball tied up. He may risk the double here. If he does, which he's going for, then it's game over. He's made it. Well, fortune favours the brave, they say. A cocked hat followed by a double. And he's back in pretty much A1 position. Possibly a little bit higher on this. There you go, he went for the double. And as can happen, just hit it a bit thick, turned it into a cocked hat. And this looks perfect. Just stun across the left hand side of the table. Just looking now, looks like he's going to play this with top. May have just a little too much angle to stun across. I would think he can make it though with touch aside. I just heard somebody in the audience discussing Jason Shaw and his epic win last night. Winning the US Open. 13 frames to 4 in the final. At one stage, I think he was 8-0 up. This is a nice clearance from Ben. Just going to put him on the hill. Taking full advantage of that early mistake and that early miss from Gareth Hibbert. And he now leads 9 frames to 6. Lee Clough still grinding his way through. He's 2-0 up against Liam Dunster. Adam Griffiths is currently 5 frames to 3 against Michael Rhodes.
Then to break, leading 9 frames to 6.
So Ben gets frame number 16 underway. With another monster break. And, well, he could be reading the last rites to Gareth. The reds just look lovely. He's got nice angle here. I'll run through off the top cushion. He's going to run it through with a lot of left-hand side. Pull the ball back across. Now he can just drop this in for the red into the middle. Not much Gareth Hibbett's been able to do about this. He did well to drag himself back into the game, but ultimately being 6-0 behind has taken its toll. And sadly we say goodbye to Gareth Hibbett. Been a credit to the tournament. Well played, sir. It's Ben Davis that takes the spoils. He moves on into the semi-final, and he will play Craig Marsh. We now have a break where we will be waiting for the conclusion of the Michael Rhodes Adam Griffiths game and the Liam Dunster Lee Clough game. So it could be a fairly long break. I would think it will be at least 5 PM before we're back on air. If you've liked our page, you will get a notification to say we're back on air. But for now, this is Bay Productions. We'll speak to you again when the semi-finals are ready to go. Keep up to date with all the scores on qscore.com.
you